Yeah, you know who it is, the Kid Cortez, Brooklyn, Murder Ad, Mother, Gang, we editing all that out now. Shouts out to Rap Grid, I know what it is for all the exclusives on Battle Rap, on the gossip in Battle Rap, what your girls doing when you battle rap. Make sure you tune in right now, rapgrid.com.
Alright, Ness, two battles I want to ask you about.
Alright.
We got King of the Dot Massacre coming up.
Yes, sir.
The first battle, Iron and B Magic. How do you score that?
I'm going to keep it funky, man. I'm going to keep it all the way funky, man. Iron Solomon is a very smart guy, man. He's very calculated, and he knows what he's doing, man. Out of everybody to call out, he called out B Magic. B Magic admittedly doesn't really, he hasn't really cared about battle rap in the last year or so. And his performances show that. But he's still also well respected and still in everybody's top 10, you know what I'm saying? That being said, I think Iron Solomon wanted to catch him while he's on his decline and get an easy body of not body, you can't really body B Magic. I know he's gonna show up for this. But get a guaranteed win against somebody that everybody respects in the smack world. You know what I'm saying? But I can't call it because I feel like certain people call you out and the best you shows up regardless where you at in your life. You know what I'm saying? So B Magic, that battle Clean Paper could show up. You know what I'm saying? Even though we ain't seen him in 5 years, like Iron Solomon is gonna have an issue with that B Magic. So I say this: disaster version of Iron Solomon versus Clean Paper B Magic. I can't call it. But new Iron Solomon versus Bricks Belvy B Magic Iron Solomon. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, you know what? As I'm looking at this card, I think I want to get your opinion on all these top 5 battles because it's some interesting matchups.
All right.
So, Math and Thesaurus. Keeping in mind what just happened with Thesaurus in Daylight.
I don't remember. I don't know what happened with Thesaurus in Daylight.
Classic.
Oh yeah, it was classic. Okay. I know I was gonna wash Math. I know. I heard some of Thesaurus' material for Math. Math is one of them dudes you can't count out though, man. And he's also in the stage of his career where he's just getting back to where, he feels he should be as far as like being on the biggest stage of battle rap. So Math is gonna try as hard as he can, man. It's kind of hard to beat that Math. Then again, in the same breath, Thesaurus is a legend. He's been around forever, and he's battled every type of battle rapper. And it gets better depending on who he's battling, man. So I can't. Being that it's gonna be in Boston, they probably gonna relate more to Math. So I probably say Math 2-1. If that battle was on the West Coast, it would probably be Thesaurus 2-1.
Jonah and Danny Myers.
That's an odd one. I can't. I keep it funky, man. I keep it funky. I don't like Jonah's pen as much as everybody else does, but that's not to say I don't like his pen. His pen is crazy, but it's not the best pen ever, like a lot of people say. Danny Myers is getting to the point where he's becoming underrated because I think he's oversaturating himself, so people are kind of getting tired of him. Jonah is on the upswing. Danny Myers is kind of on the downswing. So with an unbiased opinion, it's gonna be a classic. With a biased opinion, Jonah 2-1.
Big K and Head Ice.
That's a crazy one. That's two dudes that you can't really beat when they're at their best, man. I can't. For punchlines and bars, Big K all day. For repay value and stuff you ain't ever seen, Head Ice. I can't really battle a Head Ice. You know what I'm saying? Like Head Ice doesn't really battle people. He out OGs niggas. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't call that one. You know what I'm saying?
And then Hollow and Paste, the one everybody's been waiting for. And also, do you think that first battle is going to affect the second one at all?
It should affect the second one, man. I've been wanting to, everybody know Hollow and Pat are my top two. Hollow is my number one, Pat is my top two. Pat is my second one. And, you know, the fact that Pat showed up, I know, like, you know, all the intricacies that they had to change their material last moment and they couldn't get out everything they had to spit. But the fact that Pat showed up and got washed, I feel like that's gonna make him try harder. And the fact that Hollow showed up and washed Pat, it may make him look at it
so
like.
So you think Pat? I mean, yeah, Pat definitely got washed in that first battle.
I think he got washed. But I mean, at the end of the day, I can't judge that as a full battle because it wasn't a full battle, and we didn't get to hear neither. We probably heard Hollow's best material. We probably heard Pat's. You know, like I've been in a situation where I had to condense material because, you know, somebody backed out and I ended up in a one rounder. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some of your best material don't fit in that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we only heard like Pat's first round, and maybe we heard like maybe the way Hollow wrote was to where he could get his best shit off in that battle. So maybe Pat looks at it like, you know, I got beat, so, and people think Hollow can beat me now, so I gotta show up and show out. And maybe Hollow thinks, well, I can beat him now, so maybe he's not gonna try as hard. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows how that battle affected them psychologically? But all I know is both of them show up. If both of them show up, that's gonna be my favorite battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of both. They're my top two, like I said. So I'm a fan of how both of them write and how they perform, and they match up very well. You know what I'm saying? They both go from swagging to calm to yelling, and you know it's dope.
So if you had to pick one, if you had to put your house and your car and your last $200 on it,
if I had to put everything I own on it. For this time, I would call it for Pat, probably because he's gonna try harder. You know what I'm saying?
Picked over Jordan that time.
You talking about Sam Bowie?
That's what it was. Me and Rhea at the same time. We both was in college. We both was killing. It's just a coincidence. Rex was the nigga to get picked, and I kept going, and I took off.
So I come from a neighborhood called Pacoima, Peru. You know, my father had heavy affiliations within the neighborhood, so all of my uncles and all people that I looked up to was from the neighborhood. So I really had no choice but to be from the neighborhood or affiliate myself with the neighborhood. So you know,